What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. I hope you guys are doing well. Yesterday, I was browsing through YouTube and I came across a video from a YouTuber I hold in very high regard. I have a ton of respect for him, Xclusive Ace. And he titled the video, "Do I Hate Modern Warfare 2?" And it got me thinking about my feelings towards this game. Because to answer that, if I hate this game, do I really have that strong an emotional reaction to Modern Warfare 2? Or do I just hate the direction that Call of Duty is currently in? So it got me into this strange predicament of my feelings towards this franchise, and I want to explore that further today in this video, because I think that's kind of where a lot of people in this franchise are at. I don't know if we specifically hate Modern Warfare 2, or if we hate what Activision is doing with this franchise. And the reasons why I say that is because Modern Warfare 2 is a soulless, passionless project. How can it enact an emotion as strong as hatred towards it? You can hate the direction that Call of Duty's in because you're passionate about the franchise, but when the game is held up on its own, inside a vacuum that isn't a part of Call of Duty, how can something that is so algorithmic, you know the word I'm looking, created by an algorithm and designed by an algorithm, invoke that type of emotional response to it? And that's why I came to the conclusion that I don't hate Modern Warfare 2. I hate what Call of Duty's become under this current reign of Activision. I hate that their games have become passionless projects. Projects that don't invoke emotion. Projects that you can't sink your life into anymore. This Call of Duty is nowhere near what Call of Duty used to be. And the reason why we're so passionate about this franchise is we were all there when these games were made with passion instead of by algorithms. When people put their blood, sweat, and tears into these games to make them as fun as possible, not just for themselves, but for their community. And now the games are made solely to make as much money as possible, to try to retain players based on an algorithm instead of the enjoyment of the game as a whole. Call of Duty has turned from being a passion-filled franchise to a franchise that is built by numbers. And that is why I cannot hate Modern Warfare 2, because I don't hate numbers. I can dislike what the algorithm's trying to do, but I can't hate it. If there's an emotion that I can attribute to Modern Warfare 2 and my feelings towards it, it's just disappointment. The game is a disappointment. The game does not live up to any of its potential. And it all started from the beginning. They made really bad choices from the get-go in Modern Warfare 2's design, in some of their decision making when it came to create a class, into their perk system, into their map design. There's a lot of disappointing decisions. But when you look at the gameplay and you peel it back, you see how lifeless it is. And this isn't the Call of Duty we played. So no, I don't hate Modern Warfare 2. I'm disappointed by it. But man, do I hate the direction that that Activision is taking this franchise. That's where the true hate lies. That's why I'm so harsh on them. That's why my channel has been built off bashing Activision and Call of Duty, is because this franchise should not be getting steered in this type of direction. It should be getting steered into a much brighter future. But what we see right now is a direction that is filled solely by algorithms and by computers, and not by people that have a passion for video games. Call of Duty and Activision lost its way a long time ago when they decided to put the opinions of a computer above the opinions of the people in the community that play their games. And that's what's so disappointing here. That's why I hate Call of Duty. I don't hate Modern Warfare 2. It's just a symptom. It's not the overall sickness. The sickness is that Infinity Ward and Activision are being ran by people that are trying to profit the most off of algorithm decisions instead of off of people, instead of off of good game design, instead of off of passion. And that's the issue here. I can hate the direction of Call of Duty, but no, I can't hate Modern Warfare 2. Man, do I ever wish Modern Warfare 2 was a completely different game. Because I guarantee you, if they put some passion behind it, made some references to the first Modern Warfare 2, we could have had a really great game. We could have had a really different experience. But because Infinity Ward and Activision were led by their pockets instead of their brains, they made this mess of a game. I'm disappointed about the future of Call of Duty as well, because I really want this franchise to succeed. As much as I've been hyping up XDefiant, as much as I'm going to be playing other games in this industry, I still want Call of Duty to thrive, because I think if Call of Duty's thriving, the rest of the gaming industry can thrive as well. What scares me is because Call of Duty is as big as it is, that other gaming companies are going to follow suit to what Activision is doing. And they are now going to be putting that algorithm ahead of its community, and unfortunately going to be listening to what the algorithm says instead of their community. And that is why we're in our spot with Call of Duty. Think of all the changes you've been wanting for. Think of all the times you've tweeted at a developer or made a video or even communicated on a forum about things that you've been upset with in Modern Warfare 2. And think how many times it's fallen on deaf ears. The reason why it fell on deaf ears is because you're not a computer. You're not an algorithm. You're not going to be listened to. The decisions that are being made are made solely from what the computer says. And that's why we need to boycott. That's why we need to change course when it comes to Call of Duty. Because our feedback is never going to hit the ears of the people that it needs to hit. Because they don't listen to us. They don't want to listen to us. They've been instructed to listen to the computers. And that's the frustrating thing. Now, I want to finish this video off with some optimism, some hope. And I know that maybe I should lose all hope when it comes to Call of Duty, but let's be honest here, I'm a bit of an optimist. I would like things to get better. I would like Call of Duty to once again thrive. Because like I said earlier, I think when it's thriving, the rest of the gaming industry is thriving as well. So I want to see Call of Duty return back to its glory days. And to do that, I think that Activision and its developers are going to start needing to invest in its community again. Start listening to the community. Start being open with the community and transparent. It's the same thing I've been going on and on about ever since the shutdown of SM2 and X Labs, but the point still remains. You want me to care about a game? You want me to be passionate towards the releases of the projects you're working on? You have to inject some passion into those games to be able to invoke those types of emotions from me. You want me to come here and say that Call of Duty is the best it's ever been? Make a game that's better than Call of Duty's ever been. And that's going to take some hard work, and it's going to take some constructive criticism from your community. It's a collaborative effort between the developers and the community to make the best game possible. Stop resorting solely to the computers and start using and relying on your own community. You've harvested this. You've nurtured this community. Start using it. Call of Duty has one of the greatest advantages out of any other game in the industry. It has one of the biggest fan bases, if not the biggest fan base, that it can rely on. So use us. Leverage us to make your games better, and then you'll make more money. This isn't a hard concept. So, in conclusion, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think of the current run of Call of Duty? Do you think Modern Warfare 2 is a game that incites enough emotion from you for you to hate it? Do you hate Modern Warfare 2? Or are you like me and so many others in this community that don't necessarily hate Modern Warfare 2, but hate what Call of Duty's become? Because when we started playing this franchise, it had a different direction. It was about making games with passion behind them. And what we've seen over the last few years is a bunch of rehashed, subpar video games that are there solely to make you spend money versus enjoying your time playing the game. And this is why I want the community to come together, why I want us to work together so that we can finally, once and for all, get Call of Duty to where it needs to be. It's going to take all of us, but I want Activision to understand that for Call of Duty to be great again, for it to thrive like it can thrive, we all need to be in this together. So I would love your thoughts all down below in that comment section. As always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos, please hit that subscribe button. We're still on our way to 2,000 subscribers. I would love to hit it before XDefiant releases in a couple months. So would love to hit it. Anyways, thank you again for watching. It's greatly appreciated, and I'll see you guys on the next video. See ya.